One of the biggest misconceptions I run into with construction and engineering leaders is this. People will see that I'm an assessment guy and assume that assessments mean computer tests. But often, I mean something completely different when I talk about good assessments. When leaders hear the word assessment, they'll often picture personality questionnaires, maybe leadership quizzes, some online test that a person takes alone at their desk. And honestly, I understand the skepticism. Because if that's all that assessments were, I wouldn't trust them much either, especially when it comes to sort of final candidates for high stakes positions. Now, computer tests absolutely have a place. If you're evaluating technical skills, cognitive ability, or screening large numbers of applicants early in the hiring process, they can be very useful. They're scalable, they're efficient, they're practical. And good ones even show strong validity, meaning better performers on the test tend to be better job performers. But here's where organizations get stuck. The things leaders actually care about most, judgment, communication, leadership presence, how someone handles pressure or disagreement, these aren't measured very well by computer tests. You can't really simulate leadership with a standardized questionnaire. Sure, there are tests out there that try to do this. I've seen them, I've used them, I've even built them. But they take something dynamic and inherently human and simplify it just for the sake of measurement. And this often turns it into something different. And because many leaders assume assessments only mean computer tests, they decide to skip assessments altogether. They won't use them for promotions, for hiring decisions, for leadership development. But again, assessment doesn't have to mean software, and it doesn't have to rely on AI or algorithms. Some of the most useful assessments are human based and role relevant, putting someone into realistic situations and observing how they operate. Not what they say they would do, but what they actually do. Now, these approaches don't always scale well, but they're realistic, they're relevant, and they're believable. When the situation feels real, the insight becomes real too. And that's usually when leaders and organizations finally start learning something useful from the assessments.